Welcome to Flavour Hacking, a new way to consider cooking, using simple tricks, techniques, tips and a little appliance of science to take regular ingredients to restaurant-level deliciousness. Our food tester always focuses on one of four things: caramelisation, the Maillard effect, umami and enhancers. Today we're hacking the potato, our most beloved tuber. Potatoes are not exactly roots, they're actually the swollen stem of the Solanum tuberosum plant. This part is called a tuber and provides food to all the leafy parts of the plant. Their mild earthy taste comes from a compound produced by soil microbes. Picking your potatoes. Avoid green potatoes. It means chlorophyll and alkaloids have formed. One of these glycoalkaloids is solanine, which is actually toxic to humans. You should store your potatoes in a dark, cool place. They can stay there for months and their flavour will actually intensify thanks to slow-acting enzymes. Potatoes are often defined by their starch content, which impacts their flavour, density and overall mouthfeel. Different potatoes are better for different jobs. Let's look at hacking mashed potatoes. For this, you want a high starch potato for light, fluffy mash, and a medium starch potato will give you a much denser, creamier mash. A wide array of tests pointed to the late great Joel Robuchon for the ultimate mashed potato recipe. First, you need a mill or a potato ricer. This is your enhancing tool for the perfect puree. Never use a blender, this will burst starch granules, making your mash gummy. Place 1 kilogram of scrubbed but unpeeled potatoes into 2 litres of cold water with 1 tablespoon of coarse salt. Simmer at a very low heat until a knife slips into the potatoes easily and cleanly. Dice 250 grams of butter and keep chilled. Drain the potatoes and peel them. Then pass them through the potato ricer or mill and into a large saucepan. Turn the heat to medium to dry the potatoes a little and continuously mix with a spatula for about 5 minutes. Slowly heat 250 millilitres of whole milk in a saucepan. Turn the heat under the potatoes to low and start to incorporate the well-chilled butter bit by bit, stirring in energetically for a smooth, creamy finish. Pour in the hot milk in a thin stream until all of it is absorbed. Turn off the heat and don't forget to salt and pepper for taste. For an even fluffier puree, you can pass this through a fine sieve before serving. We have some tasty enhancers for mash. Nutmeg is a classic, but just a few grates is required to really lift your finished puree. Mixing in some smashed cooked garlic is a strong flavour hit that we suggest testing. Nuts are also a great texture enhancer for mashed potatoes, but be sure to toast them first for extra Maillard reaction. Finally, the kimchi we made using our salad episode really helps to lift the heavy hit of all that fat. Our second recipe of research is one of the most recognised in the world: fries. The most fundamental hack with potato fries is all in the process. We've tested the double, triple, even the quintuple cooked fries, plus multiple different cuts. For us, triple cooked beauties with a thicker cut are best, thanks to Heston Blumenthal's recipe. For the first stage, we peel and cut the potatoes, rinsing them to remove excess starch. Starting from cold, unsalted water, we simmer them until they are soft, almost falling apart. The cracks that form on the potatoes will allow fat to collect during frying for extra crunchiness. We then place the potatoes in the freezer for at least an hour to remove more moisture from inside and make them fluffier. The second stage, using our trusted thermometer, we heat our vegetable oil of choice to 130 degrees Celsius and fry our potatoes for 5 minutes. After this first fry, we dry them well with kitchen paper and freeze a second time. This removes more moisture and also dissolves any starch left in the surface cells. We now fry at 180 degrees Celsius for approximately 7 minutes or until they are golden brown. Get ready for the crunchiest fry you've ever had. And here are a few ways to enhance them. We decided to play with mayonnaise as a fatty condiment holds other flavours really well. Mayo and sriracha, a famous fermented chili sauce, adds deep, spicy umami notes. Wasabi mayo is just a real Moorish quality to it. Hummus and fries is just a great combination to test. And a nod to the English and Heston Blumenthal again for this recipe. Malt vinegar can be a really great addition, but a small splash goes a very long way. We decided to experiment with the legendary recipe, the potato volcano from the world famous Joy of Cooking, first printed in 1931. For this recipe, our mash has to be stiffer than our previous puree. We roast 1 kilogram of potatoes with the skin on at 180 degrees Celsius, or until a knife cuts through easily and cleanly. We scoop out the pulp and pass it through our ricer. Add salt, pepper and 100 grams of butter, alongside 100 millilitres of milk per kilogram of potato. We create a mound of potato on a baking tray and dig a crater. Now to prepare the lava. For 1 kilogram of potato, we mix 70 grams of grated cheese, 3 egg yolks, paprika for colour, 100 grams of melted butter, reserve 1/3 for later, and a pinch of salt. We pour the lava into the crater, cover it well with the rest of the potatoes, brush the mounds with the reserved butter and cover with breadcrumbs. We place this grill in the oven at 190 degrees Celsius until golden brown. For us, one of the main enhancers for food is actually how it looks. Using a cocotte allows us to create mini volcanoes. We decided to fill them this time with our beef cheek jam from a previous episode, brushing the mash with the liquid butter and instead topping with panko and finely chopped toasted nuts. Potato volcano a la beef jam cocotte. Join us next time when we'll be hacking more wonderful, everyday used common ingredients.